It's doctors that are specifically trained in personal injuries, specifically car accident injuries, with what's called high sensitivity, high relevancy documentation, that actually finds and documents and then actually put that information in a logical sequential format in a narrative report, deposition, or trial testimony. This is the exact documentation that I used to never lose a case in court. And we're going to show you how it actually stops bad faith, what I call bad faith lowball offers. Bad faith lowball. Now, when I say bad faith lowball offers, what am I talking about? I'm not saying that every injury should be a policy limit award. That's not at all what we're talking about. When I talk about bad faith lowball offers, I'm going to talk about when insurance companies don't want to pay the medicals. They don't want to pay the need for future care. You know, they just try to get out of so many different categories that are just bad faith. And so this documentation, it's real solid. So if the patient has it, then we put it in a logical sequential order. And if they don't have it, they don't have it. But what we will be able to see is exactly what we do or don't have and how that'll translate into the potential injury award. It'll actually show the strength of the case. And one of the things that I always say is, one of the reasons I never lost in case using this documentation is because I knew when not to go to court. That's just as important. So one of the major things we're going to be covering tonight is knowing what documentation we actually do or don't have, and how strong is that documentation, and how does it relate to the strength of the case or the strength of the injury award. And this is from the medical perspective. So again, I'm Dr. Paul. So I've had 30 plus experience. I've opened 77 offices in 20 states, past speaker in 3 chiropractic colleges. And again, I've never lost a case in court using this documentation, and this is what we teach. So we teach continuing education to chiropractors and attorneys with personal injury across the United States, giving these presentations. So we've been doing this for 30 years, so we know exactly what works, what doesn't work, how it works. But I'll also share with you this. I'll share with you what's not getting done by the doctors. And there's actually 2 problems, and that's 95% of the problem. And that's 95% of the problem. 5%, which is a real small part of the problem, is when the attorney actually gets good, strong documentation to actually go for the injury award and not just cave, to be honest with you. I found that to be very rare, though. Most attorneys I found, when they have good, solid documentation, well-rounded, that covers all these categories, that they don't cave. They actually demand, and we're actually going to go into the formulas that not only qualify something what we call good, strong case, but then how is that transferred into the formulas of injury awards. So to know what to ask, because that one thing is knowing how strong of a case you have. The next thing is well, how much should we ask? Those are 2 big questions. Well, we're going to cover those tonight. We're going to go in great detail, as a matter of fact.